Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my Aurora on the moon. I have to apologize that I haven't done it earlier, the video, but my throat was sore, so I'm sorry about that. As you can see, everything has dried there. Well, it was laying around for like 2 days or so because I couldn't craft. So when I came in my room, I realized that my Aurora is pretty ugly in the back. And I need to change that because if she's gonna hang on a tree like an ornament, maybe, I don't know if she will, but I want her to look pretty in the back as well. So I'm going to stamp her on a white glittery piece of paper and then just fussy cut and stick it in the back. So this is Aurora. And she's super adorable. I will link her down below just in case you want to check her out because I love her. She has a couple accessories to go with her, which are very cute too. So I'm going to stamp her, like I said, just on this piece of glittery paper right there. Just like that. And I really don't need the lower piece of her dress. So, you know, I just took, the paper was not long enough, but it's fine with me because this is going to be cut off anyways. And now I'm just going to fussy cut her out really quick. Okay. So just for those people who are telling me that they like my fussy cutting, I want to tell you that the most important thing for fussy cutting is to have good scissors, because you can be patient and everything, but your scissors have to be good. And I use 2 pairs of scissors, and I will link it down below to show you. And the other thing is, just don't cut like this, you know, don't snip it and keep moving your scissors. Do it in one straight piece and then just move your paper, and then you will get a straight, smooth edge right there. So that's just like a quick tip for you if you didn't know, because some people say that they don't know how to fussy cut, and I think at the beginning I was doing really bad too. So it's just all about time. You will learn it. So now I'm going to put her down there, as you can see, and I just draw myself kind of a line so I know a little bit where to cut, and I will just keep cutting the lower part. You see, it's still too long, and I will keep cutting a little by little until I'm satisfied with that. So now she is kind of alright. She's a little bit too short on the top, but all the other stuff I can just push inside because there is some free space for the dress to go. But I don't want, in any case, to be able to see the brownish paper I have there, so I decided to put gesso and, you know, like all around it, so if I can see an edge, because my other stamp and fussy cutting wasn't perfect, you know, I want the edge to at least be white. So I'm trying. Now that everything is white and pretty, I also decided to distress the edges, and I'm going to use this diamond press ink I got from a friend, and I will distress the glittery paper. I used the same ink on the moon. That's why I wanted to be on, you know, kind of everywhere a little bit. And I'm not a huge fan of just white, even if it's glittery. I need to put something on top of it. So I'm going to just go around all the edges with some of the, it's kind of a, I don't even know the color of this one. It's kind of a bluish, purplish. I'm really bad with colors. If people tell me some certain color and it's not a normal color like yellow or green, I have no clue what color that is. Okay, so now I have distressed all of it, and all I'm gonna do is to glue it down. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue once again, and I'm going to always link it down in the description. I'm telling you, because I'm just in love with this glue, and people who bought it because I told them to, they are in love with this glue too. At least the ones that, you know, came back to me and told me how much they love it. But even though it's just paper and I could have used any other glue, I know for a fact that this one will stick, and I just like how fast, but not too fast, it sticks. You know, you still have a second to like move it. So yeah, however, I will just apply it all over the girl, and then I will glue it in the back, and you will see right away it's gonna look so much prettier. I should have done it at the very beginning, but always crafting backwards here. Kind of. I always have to fix stuff which I should have done earlier. And there you get some of my messy hair again. And see, I moved it just a tiny bit. I still had time to do so. And I will push her dress underneath the moon, kind of. So everything is looking good and pretty. And I'll check again if I can see anything in front, you know, some white paper or whatever. But it's perfect. And I will be very careful when I press the head, because they tend to, you know, lose their heads. Because the neck is just so tiny, you know. But however, here as well, I will use my bone folder just to make sure that everything went everywhere. And I saw a tiny white spot somewhere, so I used some more distress ink. And I'm still checking because I want to make sure that everything is pretty and everything is good, and it is. So now it's gonna be time for my flower. And ta-da! Look at this pretty flower. Like I told you, the art glitter glue will dry clear, which it did. So all you can see is glitter all over, you know, the chunky glitter, and I'm just in love with that. And I think it goes perfect with the snowflakes. But I did want to use something different underneath as well. And I decided to go with feathers because I wanted something soft, you know, and the snowflakes are plastic and there is like hard paper and stuff like that. And I really wanted something to soften it up. So I played around with some feathers. I believe I got them at AliExpress. So I will just play around and look how I like it. And because once again I did not like the super white feather, I decided to distress it a little bit. And here you really have to be careful, because if you put too much ink on it, it's just gonna, you know, look weird and not fluffy anymore. So just dab a little bit of ink on it if you're gonna do that, and don't overdo it right here. So once I have them distressed, I'm going to just lay them out, and my fan is going, you know, I cannot turn it off because it's automatically and it's blowing right on my table, so it's kind of a little hard to work with feathers right there, but I managed. I looked, you know, I wanted to see how it looks with the flower before I glue it down, and I really liked it. So I decided to keep it just like that, and I think it was just the perfect thing to do right there for me. In my opinion, there was something missing, and I think that the feathers did it for me. So before the fan blows once again, I'm going to put some silicone glue on there, and I don't think that I have a link that you can buy it somewhere. I got it from a friend on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you can look whom I follow, and I follow Martha's Creations, and she sells this glue. It's a liquid glue which is cold but works just like your hot glue, except for it doesn't dry as quick. So there's a lot of time. It needs like 5 minutes to dry or so. It depends on what you're going to be gluing. But look, It looks all pretty. And I'm done. I put everything on there. I was thinking if I should put anything else, but I really didn't want to overcrowd it. And I thought it is perfect just as it is, you know. So I was thinking also to put some stickles somewhere on the moon or on the flower or here or there, you know. I didn't know, but here once again I wanted to show you how pretty it looks. And once I thought I was done, I actually remembered that I didn't like how a part of the girl came out, and it's going to be her crown. Her crown looks really pretty, but there is a spot that I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it feels like it's missing something, and I'm pretty sure I'm about to show you what I mean. So yes, right there on the left side there's kind of, you know, there is nothing blue. It's like her crown is just halfway. So I'm going to use this turquoise stickles. I'm not sure. I will have to look if I have a link to where to find it. If I find it, I'll put it down below as well. But I'm just going to put a tiny piece, you know, kind of an ending of a crown. And I thought that made it perfect looking, much better than it was before. I don't know if I snipped something off, because it's very hard to see and fussy cut on blue glittery, very glittery paper, you know. I had to stamp it and I used my StazOn on there, but it was still hard to see where to cut actually. But once I have the stickles on there, I'm very, very satisfied with everything. And I'm actually feeling like I'm finished. Ta-da! So now let me hang this thing and then show you how it looks like on the wall. Okay, so I apologize for the light here because as you can see it's kind of darker and there's shade, but this is basically how she's going to hang here. She's not gonna hang here, but this is her when I'm hanging her. As you can see, the moon is different, so if I would have put her down like I was planning on to, she would be absolutely crooked. Now she would probably go this way. So yeah, but she is pretty, and it's an ornament and it's pretty big. I don't know, probably like 10-12 inches, not sure, but isn't it adorable? You can even like hang it on your door, I feel like, because it's really big enough. So, you know, there's my palm of a hand and it's her, so you can see it's much bigger. So there is the little flower with the feathers and all of the little fringe right there, and I think she is adorable. This time, by the way, I did her hair with my watercolor pencils and I think it turned out really good. You know, I haven't worked with them that much yet, but I'm trying, always trying. There's my eye, there's another eye. You know, there's all over, there's your cards, as always. My happy place, of course. Oh, by the way, I know this doesn't belong in here, but there is my diamond painting, which I finished and forgot to film. So I cut off all of the stuff around it and I actually finished it, and I think it looks pretty good in my happy place. However, it's not about that. It's about my Aurora right here, and I think she turned out super good. So yeah, if you like that, then give me thumbs up for sure. I hope you enjoyed it, and I apologize once again that it took me a little longer just because I have been sick. So things happen, right? But I love it. I think everything turned out like it was supposed to be. And look at that. I put stickles on glittery paper, and I think that looks great. See, I put some on the edges, the blue one, and then diamond inside. And I think it gave her a really good touch. So she's looking good. My moon is looking good. Nobody can tell that it was pizza packaging, right? So yeah, guys, like I said, like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to check out my links in the description, of course. And have a great day. I see you next time. Bye-bye.